Top 3 best snack you must eat to flush out toxins and save your kidneys. What if the thing sitting in your pantry right now, forgotten behind the crackers and granola bars, was quietly doing more for your kidneys than anything in your medicine cabinet? Here's something most people never learn until a lab report scares them. Your kidneys filter your entire blood supply roughly 40 times a day, working around the clock without a single day off, without a lunch break, without ever asking for a raise. And yet most of us treat snacking as an afterthought, grabbing whatever's closest, whatever's salty, whatever's easy. Doctors at institutions like the National Kidney Foundation have pointed out that everyday snack choices, repeated over years, quietly shape things like blood pressure, blood sugar stability, and the workload placed on your kidney's delicate filtering units. Before we go further, let's be honest about something. No snack flushes toxins like some magic drain cleaner for your body. That's not how kidneys work, and any video that tells you otherwise isn't being straight with you. What real snacks can do is support your kidney's natural filtering process, ease unnecessary strain, and help you age with more energy and fewer surprises. Today, we're uncovering 3 snacks that nutrition science actually backs. And the third one might be the most overlooked snack in the entire grocery store. Curious which snack made the cut first? It's one that's been hiding in plain sight in the produce aisle, dismissed by most people as just a garnish, when it's actually one of the most kidney-friendly foods you can reach for. Stick around, because if this is new information for you, that's exactly the kind of thing worth hitting subscribe for. Have you ever wondered why some nutritionists get quietly excited about red bell peppers while barely mentioning bananas or potatoes? The answer comes down to a mineral most people never think about: potassium. Bananas and potatoes are famously high in potassium, which is great for many people, but can become harder for the body to balance as kidney function naturally shifts with age. Red bell peppers, on the other hand, are naturally low in potassium, while still delivering an enormous nutritional punch. In fact, according to nutrition data referenced by the NIDIC, a single red bell pepper contains more vitamin C than an entire orange. That matters for your kidneys more than you might expect, because vitamin C is a powerful antioxidant. And antioxidants help neutralize the oxidative stress that gradually wears down delicate blood vessels, including the tiny ones inside your kidneys responsible for filtration. Red bell peppers also contain vitamin B6 and folate, 2 nutrients researchers at Tufts University have linked to healthier homocysteine levels, a marker connected to vascular health throughout the body. And here's something people rarely realize. The vivid red color comes from carotenoids like beta-cryptoxanthin, plant pigments studied for their role in reducing inflammation, which matters because chronic low-grade inflammation is one of the quiet forces that can add extra burden to kidney tissue over time. A sensible serving is about 1 medium pepper, sliced, enjoyed as a standalone snack a few times a week. The 3 best ways to enjoy it. First, slice it raw and pair it with a couple tablespoons of hummus for a satisfying crunch without added sodium. Second, roast strips of it lightly with olive oil and black pepper for a warm, smoky snack. Third, stuff mini bell peppers with a spoonful of low-fat cottage cheese for a protein-boosted bite. The most common mistake people make is reaching for high-sodium veggie dips loaded with preservatives, which quietly cancels out the benefit of choosing a low-potassium, kidney-friendly vegetable in the first place. This snack tends to benefit people watching their blood pressure or managing early metabolic concerns, though anyone on specific kidney-related dietary restrictions should always confirm with their doctor or renal dietitian, since individual needs can vary. Here's the surprising twist. Ounce for ounce, red bell peppers actually contain more vitamin C than most citrus fruits, something almost nobody expects from a vegetable most people only associate with fajitas. Now here's where it gets interesting, because the next snack on this list involves a color you'd never expect to matter for kidney health, and there's a specific reason scientists have spent decades studying it. If your mind just jumped to a fruit, you might be right, but the mechanism behind it will probably surprise you. So let's get into it, and don't forget to drop a comment once you find out. Picture a bowl of deep purple blueberries sitting on your counter. Most people see a sweet treat, but researchers at Harvard Medical School have spent years studying something much deeper happening inside that tiny fruit. Blueberries owe their striking color to compounds called anthocyanins, a type of flavonoid that studies have linked to improved vascular function and healthier blood vessel flexibility. Why does that matter for your kidneys specifically? Because your kidneys rely on a vast network of tiny blood vessels to filter waste efficiently, and anything that supports healthy circulation throughout the body tends to support that filtering network too. Blueberries are also remarkably rich in fiber for their size, and multiple studies reviewed by the American Society of Nephrology have connected fiber-rich diets to steadier blood sugar levels after meals, which matters enormously since chronically elevated blood sugar is one of the most well-documented contributors to gradual kidney strain over time. On top of that, blueberries provide a meaningful dose of manganese, a trace mineral involved in the body's natural antioxidant defense systems, working alongside vitamin C to help counter oxidative stress. Here's something most people never consider. Blueberries are also naturally low in sodium and moderate in potassium, making them a smarter fruit choice compared to some other high-potassium fruits for people mindful of mineral balance. A reasonable serving is about 3/4 of a cup, fresh or unsweetened frozen, enjoyed as an afternoon snack rather than dessert. The 3 best ways to enjoy them. First, eat a 3/4 cup portion plain, at room temperature, when their natural sweetness is most pronounced. Second, blend them into a small unsweetened yogurt for a creamy antioxidant-packed snack. Third, freeze a portion and eat them like little natural candies on a hot afternoon, which also slows down how quickly you eat them, helping with portion awareness. The most common mistake is buying blueberry products loaded with added sugar, like blueberry muffins or sweetened yogurt blends, which completely changes the nutritional profile and adds an unnecessary blood sugar spike. This snack tends to benefit people focused on long-term vascular and metabolic health, especially those in their 50s, 60s, and beyond, looking for an easy daily habit. And here's the fact that surprises almost everyone. Fresh and frozen blueberries contain nearly identical antioxidant levels, according to research from Cleveland Clinic, meaning the frozen bag in your freezer is just as powerful as the fresh pint at the farmer's market, and often more affordable too. And now, the final snack, the one that might completely change how you look at your pantry, because it's hiding in a place almost nobody associates with kidney health at all. If you've stayed with us this long, you clearly care about protecting your health for the long run, so make sure you're subscribed, because this last discovery is honestly the whole reason we made this video. Would you believe that one of the most kidney-friendly snacks in your entire kitchen might be sitting quietly next to your stovetop, mistaken for nothing more than a movie night treat? Air-popped, unsalted popcorn rarely gets mentioned in health documentaries, mostly because people associate it with buttery, salt-drenched theater tubs rather than an actual whole grain. But here's the twist. Nutrition researchers have pointed out, popcorn is a 100% whole grain, and according to guidance summarized by Johns Hopkins nutrition experts, whole grains like popcorn deliver fiber that supports healthy digestion and steadier blood sugar, both of which reduce unnecessary metabolic strain on the kidneys over time. Air-popped popcorn is also naturally low in sodium and phosphorus additives when prepared without butter or salty seasonings, which stands in sharp contrast to many packaged, healthy snacks that quietly load up on sodium to enhance flavor. It also contains polyphenols, plant-based antioxidant compounds that, according to research referenced by Mayo Clinic, may help reduce oxidative stress throughout the body, working through the same general protective mechanism as the antioxidants found in berries and colorful vegetables. What makes popcorn especially unique compared to the first 2 snacks on this list is its volume-to-calorie ratio. 3 cups of air-popped popcorn contain roughly the same calories as a small handful of chips, meaning it satisfies the urge to snack without the excess sodium load that so often accompanies late-afternoon cravings. A sensible serving is about 3 cups, air-popped, prepared without butter, and lightly seasoned if desired, with herbs instead of salt. The 3 best ways to enjoy it. First, Pop it plain and sprinkle on a pinch of garlic powder or smoked paprika instead of salt for flavor without sodium. Second, toss it with a teaspoon of nutritional yeast for a savory, cheese-like flavor that's naturally low in sodium. Third, mix a small handful with unsalted nuts for a more filling, protein-balanced snack in the evening. The most common mistake people make is assuming all popcorn is created equal. Microwave popcorn, in particular, is often loaded with sodium and preservatives that completely undo the benefits of choosing a whole-grain snack in the first place. This snack tends to benefit people looking for a satisfying, high-volume snack that supports healthy weight management, since maintaining a healthy body weight is itself connected to easier kidney workload, according to guidelines published by the NIH. Here's the fact that tends to catch people off guard. Popcorn actually contains more antioxidant compounds by weight than many fruits and vegetables, according to research once presented at the American Chemical Society, simply because popcorn's low water content concentrates those protective compounds, proof that sometimes the most overlooked snack in the pantry has been quietly powerful all along. So here we are, 3 snacks, 3 completely different stories, and one final surprise that probably wasn't on your radar before today. Which one caught you off guard the most? Was it the humble bell pepper, the power of blueberries, or that bowl of popcorn sitting in your kitchen right now? Tell us in the comments, because it genuinely shapes what we cover next. If this video shifted how you think about snacking, share it with someone who could use it, and subscribe so you don't miss the next honest, science-backed look at protecting your health as you age. Small, informed choices, repeated daily, are what truly add up over time.